Today, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar will give the lecture and the guidelines on the NBA, how the NBA accreditation can be achieved. And in the last lecture, in the part one, he has explained about the NBA Washington Accord. Now today, he will continue this program. General guidelines for the preparation of the self-assessment report by the institutions. Instructions for preparing the SAR given in the SAR along with each criterion. The definition of the program educational objective, program outcomes are given in the part 3 of this manual. The institutions are requested to submit the SAR in the soft copy. Any additional document should be submitted in the appendix, only statement and list, not the entire document. Resumes of the faculty members may be enclosed in the appendix, at most 3 pages for the faculty. While framing the PO's program educational objective, the following point should be kept in mind. PO should be consistent with the mission of the institution. Stakeholders and the faculty members should participate in framing the POs. The number of the POs should be manageable. It should be based on the needs of the constituency. It should be achievable by the program. It should be specific of the program and not too broad. It should not be too narrow, similar to the program outcomes. Achievement of the program educational objective. There should be enough evidence and document to show the achievement of the PO as set by the institution with the help of the assessment and the evaluation process that have been developed. Also so that this continuous process lead to the revision, refinement of the POs. Outcome-based education. The major emphasis of this accreditation process is to measure the outcome of the program that is being accredited. Program outcomes are essentially a range of the skills and knowledge that a student will have at the time of graduation from the program. These outcomes are also aligned with the graduate attributes of the Washington Accord. The mandatory of the AK outcomes as listed in the part 3 are from ABATS guideline. However, an institution is free at add more outcomes if they feel so. The outcomes as listed in the SAR are observable, measurable, prepare graduate to attend the POs. Measurement of the program outcomes. Program outcomes basically describe knowledge, skills, and behavior of the students as they progress through the program as well as by the time of the graduation. Assessment of these outcomes may be done by the direct and indirect methods. Direct method of assessment are essentially accomplished by the direct examination or observation of the student knowledge or the skills against measurable performance indicator. On the other hand, indirect methods of the assessment of the outcomes are based on the sentencing, opinion, or the self-reports. Development of the rubrics. A rubric basically articulates the expectation for the student performance. It is a set of criteria for assessing student work performance. Rubrics are particularly suited to learning outcomes that are complex or not easily quantifiable, for which there are no clear right or wrong answer, for which are evaluated with the standardized test or survey. Assessment of the writing. Overall communication or critical thinking often require rubrics. The development of the different rubrics and the achievement of the outcome need to be clearly stated in the SAR, preferably in the appendix. However, the detailed documentation for the development of the rubrics must be available to the visiting team. Continuous improvement. Continuous improvement is essential for the growth of the any of the university, any of the institute. The program must develop a documented process for the periodic review of the PO and the POs. The result of this review are systematically utilized to improve the program. The continuous improvement in POs and POs need to be validated with proper documentation. Curriculum development and the refinement. The institution must ensure that the curriculum that has been developed at the time of the inception of the program must be refined in the subsequent year in order to make it consistent with the PO and the PO. The affiliated college which follow the curriculum of the affiliating university, they need to document how they are addressing the issue of the curriculum refinement. Faculty members for the program. The program must have sufficient number of the qualified faculty members to accommodate the needs of the different components of the curriculum of the program. Besides classroom teaching, they need to cover activity such as interaction with the student, mentoring, counseling, faculty development initiative, professional society development, industry institute interaction, administrative work and training, and the placement of the student. They should also provide guidance and engage themselves in the process of the creation for the continuous improvement of the educational objective and outcomes of the programs. Infrastructural facility. The institution must provide adequate infrastructural facility to support the achievement of the student outcomes. The laboratory must be equipped with the computing resources, equipment, and tools relevant to the program. Equipment of the laboratory should be properly maintained and upgraded so that the students can attain the student outcomes. There should be appropriate guidance for the student for using the equipment, tools, computers, and the laboratory. Guidelines to the visiting team. The visiting team needs to focus on the following items while evaluating the criteria of the SAR submitted by the institution. Prior to the coming to the institution, to the team chair and the team member must have studied the SAR and discussed among themselves. Team chair and member must assembly previous evening and discuss about the visit details and the content of the SAR. Don't spend too much time in the socializing. Maintain schedule during the visit. Large group of the meeting should be avoided. It is better to sample faculty, sample student, and the sample supporting staff. Don't involve in the debate. On the other hand, quietly explore what you intended to do. Don't advise, meet student in the classroom and ask the faculty to leave the room for some time. Visiting team must evaluate whether PO are framed in line with the mission of the institution and involving the stakeholder, whether PO can be mapped with the POs, whether the POs validated over the years or the need revision, whether there is a continuous improvement in the PO, whether the PO are mapped with the consistency, whether direct and indirect method have been used to show the attainment of the PO, whether the rubrics have been developed to show the attainment of the sum of the PO, which are otherwise difficult to validate. Improvement in the curriculum for mapping of the PO and the PO, mapping of the PO with the course module outcome, stakeholder involvement in the process of the PO and the PO. A tentative schedule for the visit is given here. Day 0, visit team meet in the evening, discuss about the SAR and the schedule. Day 1, principal's overview, campus visit, team chair and evaluator in the department for meeting the faculty, sample student and checking document, etc. Lunch, evaluator in the department for visiting the laboratory, sponsored research project work, student project, etc. Visit to the support area, team meeting in the evening. Day 2, evaluator in the department, lunch, meeting with the other stakeholders, sampling, report writing in the evening. Day 3, exit meeting. Do's and don'ts file in the SAR. Do's, SAR must be concise, pointed, and adequate length, and bidded for the purpose of accreditation. Provide relevant information as per the format specified for the individual program. Be printed on one side of the paper with the double spacing using font times New Roman with at least 1 inch 2.45 cm margin on all sides. Be enclosed with the vague photocopy of the document. Ensure that care is taken while compiling the data and the data provided is the authentic. Present data properly in appendix with the charts, graphs, graphics, and visual whenever applicable. Provide relevant data for the past 3 years unless it is specified otherwise in the respective program manual. The document should be submitted as hard copy in the soft bound from the and mailed to the NBA Delhi. Soft copy should be uploaded on the NBA website. Don't original document attached with the SAR. Publication such as books, journal, newsletters, thesis, etc. 360-degree feedback. 360-degree feedback has been used by the learning and development of the professional for many years to help the individuals and organization improve their performance and effectiveness. It is a powerful tool that helps in becoming more effective by understanding how everyone will see others, their performance, behavior, and attitude. Appraisal 360-degree work by gathering the opinions of the number of the people. A series of the carefully structured questions prompt one to assess skills in number of the key areas. A number of other people are then asked to give their perception by answering a set of the questions, which are then compiled into a feedback report. It is envisaged that such feedback will help in bringing transparency and objectivity in the evaluation process, which will help in improving the quality of the accreditation process, the cherished goal of the stakeholders. Feedback on the process. Before developing the feedback format, the role and responsibility of the various actors in the accreditation process are articulated below. Chairperson to the committee to articulate the vision behind the accreditation process, to impress on the members about the strict following of the guidelines expected in the accreditation process, to guide and steer the entire process, to provide insights and experimental inputs to the all members, to help in understanding requirements expected from the process. Evaluator member of the committee to factually verify all the information from the various cross-sections of the institute, to conduct the proceeding in a professional manner, to facilitate in such a way to conduct the entire process in a fair and a transparent manner. It is expected that the evaluator member has done homework and comes prepared with the background information required for the process. Institution and their representative clarify the purpose, mission, and vision of the institution and how the academic program have evolved. The feedback that is received from all concerned parties mentioned above will be collated to bring out a clear picture of the accreditation process that has taken place and to understand the discrepancy and the deviation. The deviation will be recorded for the future reference and may be addressed appropriately whenever necessary. The grievances of the institution arising out of the deviation will be addressed by the appellate committee NBA. The feedback can be from a supporting documentation from the same. NBA reserves the right to deal with the information arising out of the feedback to the deemed fit. Self-assessment report. Self-assessment SAR is having the 4 parts. Part 1 essentially deals with the institutional summary. Part 1 contains criteria 1, 2, and 3. Part 2 deals with the department program summary. Part 2 contains criteria 4 and 4 to 10. Part 3 deals with the curriculum, syllabus, program educational objective, and the program objective of the undergraduate engineering program. Part 4 contains the list of the document record to be made available during the visit. These are the self-assessment report. Abbreviation COI for the current academic year. CYM1 current academic year -1. CYM2 current academic year -2. LYG latest year graduation. LYG M1, latest year graduation, -1. CFY, current financial year. CFY M1, current financial year, -1. PO, program educational objective. PO, program objective, program outcomes. SI, success index. FY/STR, first year student teacher ratio. Notes, it should be greatly appreciated if precise and specific details as requested in this format are provided in the tabular or using the bullet as far as possible. No detailed description should be included anywhere. Don't include any detailed information which is not asked for. In case you wish to add any data information which is not asked for, kindly add in the appendix. Include data for the 3 consecutive years unless otherwise specified. It is suggested that all the data are to be listed in tabular form where applicable. Information sought is mostly meant to be the average over the specific sufficient sample as applicable. In this manuscript, institution is used intentionally for the college, institute, university, and head of the institution, principal, director, vice chancellor. There should not be any change of the format of the SAR. The item listed under any subsection of the SAR are sample entry only. One can add more number of the relevant items under these subsections. You may also place your comment justification whenever applicable. Instructions are given for filling of the each criterion, sub-criterion on the criterion. Declaration. The head of the institution needs to make a declaration as per the format given below. The self-assessment report is prepared for the current academic year and the current financial year on behalf of the institution. I certify that the information provided in this SAR is extracted from the records and to the best of my knowledge is correct and complete. I understand that any false statement, information of the consequence may lead to the rejection of the application for accreditation for a period of the 2 or more years. I also understand that the National Board of the Accreditation or its subcommittee will have the right to decide on the basis of the submitted SAR whether the institution should be considered for an accreditation visit. If the information provided in the SAR is found to be the wrong during the visit or subsequent to the grant of accreditation, NBA has a right to withdraw the grant of the accreditation and no accreditation will be allowed for a period of the next 2 years or the more. This is the name, designation and head of the institution of the seal. Institutional summary. The part 1 deals with essentially with the institutional summary and contains first 3 criteria, namely criteria 1, criteria 2, and criteria 3. The numbering scheme that has been followed here are as follow: X, Y, Z. X represents the criteria number such as 1, 2, etc. Y represents the institute or program specific data. Z represents sections and the subsections. 10.1 Name and address of the institution and the affiliating university. Instruction: the name and address of the institution and the name of the university which has given affiliation to this college and are listed here. 10.2 Name, designation, telephone, mobile number, email ID of the contact person for the NBA. Instruction: the name of the contact person with other details have been to be placed here. History of the institution, including the date of the introduction and name of the seats of the various programs study along the NBA accreditation, if any, in the tabular form. Year. Description: institution started with the following programs. Intake strength of this one: NBA SATA accreditation, visits and accreditation granted, if any. Addition of the new program, increase in the intake strength of the existing program and the accreditation status. Instruction: history of the institution and its chronological development along with the past accreditation records need to be listed here. Ownership status: government, central, state, trust, society, government, NGO, private, other. Instruction: ownership status of the institution has to be listed here. Financial status: government, central, state, government in aid, not for profit, private self-financing, other. Financial status of the institution has to be mentioned here. nature of the trust and society. Also list the other institution, college run by the trust and the society. Way of the functioning, activity of the trust and society. External source of the fund, name of the external source, CFY, CFYM1, CFYM2. The different sources of the external fund over the last financial year to be listed here. Internally acquired funds, name of the internal source, students fee, CFY, CFYM1 and CFYM2. The different sources of the internal fund over the last 3 financial year are to be listed here. Scholarship or any financial assistance provided to the student. Instruction, if any scholarship or financial assistance is provided to the student, then the details of the assistance over the last 3 financial year have to be listed here. Also mention the basis for the award of the such scholarship, basis criterion for the admission to the institution, all India entrance, state level entrance, university entrance, 12th level of the mark sheet, and the other total number of engineering students, total number of other students, if any. Total number of the engineering students, both boys and girls, have to be listed here. The data may be categorized in a tabular form, UG, PG, engineering or other programs if applicable. Total number of the employee, both male and female, have to be listed here. Data may be categorized as a tabular form in a teaching and the supporting staff. Minimum maximum number of the faculty and staff on the roll of the engineering institution during the CYY and the previous AYY from 1st July to 30th June. Teaching faculty in engineering, minimum, maximum. Teaching faculty in science and humanity, minimum, maximum. Non-teaching staff, minimum, maximum. Staff strength, both teaching and non-teaching, over the last 3 academic year have to be listed here. All the above mentioned data are required to evaluate the subsequent section of the following criteria. Criterion 1, organizational and governance, resources, institutional support, development and planning, 100. The criteria essentially deals with the governance of the institution, the physical infrastructure of the institution, its maintenance and the safety norms. Campus infrastructure and facility, 20. Land, built-up area and academic structure, 4. Physical resource available, exclusive for this institution. Land is this one, built-up area this one. Shared with the other institutions in the campus. Land this one, built-up area this one. The campus infrastructure in terms of the land, built-up area, space has to be listed here, and shared facility must be clearly mentioned. Maintenance of the academic infrastructure and facility. Instruction specify distinct feature. Ambience, green cover, water harvesting, environmental presentation, barrier-free structure, etc. Hostel, boys and girls, transportation facility and the canteen. Hostel for boys, hostel for girls, ability of the transport facility, ability of the canteen facility. Electricity, power backup, telecom facility, drinking water and security. Specify details in respect of the installed capacity, quality and availability. Organization, governance and the transparency. Governing body, administrative setup and function of the various body. Instruction, list governing, senate, all other academic and administrative body, their memberships, function and responsibility. Frequency of the meeting, attendance there in the tabular form. A few simple minutes of the meeting and action taken, report should be annexed. Define rules, procedure, recruitment and the promotional policy. Instruction, list of the published rule, policy and procedure, year of the publication, awareness among the employee, student, availability on the web, etc. Decentralization in the working, including delegation of the financial power and grievance redressal system. Instruction, list of the faculty members who are administrator, decision maker for various responsibility, specify the mechanism and composition of the grievance redressal system, including faculty association, staff union, if any. Transparency and ability of the correct anonymous information. Ability of the information through the web information provisioning in accordance with the Right to Information Act 2005. Budget allocation, utilization and the public accounting. Summary of the current financial year budget, the annual expenditure incurred exclusive from the institution for 3 preceding financial year: acquisition of the land, new building and infrastructure build-up, library, laboratory equipment, laboratory consumable, teaching and non-teaching faculty staff salary, travel, other specified and total. Adequacy of the budget allocation. Instruction: here the institution needs to justify that the budget allocated over the years was adequate. Utilization of the allocated fund: here the institution has to state how the budget was utilized during the last 3 years. Ability of the audited statement through the institution's website: here the institute has to post the audited statement on the website.